I am RC Robin, and welcome to the Natural Ones D&D show. Before we get started, a little bit about us. The five of us are from either New York or Connecticut. We've been playing D&D together at a table for about a year, but then COVID happened, and this is the first time we're playing together in 3 months. But it's the first time ever online, so you got to cut us a little bit of slack, okay? You know,
we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah, we're a work in progress. We do have a sponsor for this week's show. It is Savasana's Kiss, a yoga love story.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And for more information about our sponsor this week, please visit yogalovestory.com. That is yogalovestory.com. Before I kick it to my players, two quick things. One, we are not rule Nazis, okay? We're here to have fun. If I can't figure out on the spot what the situation is, I fucking make it up. Just roll with it. If you need every rule to be perfect, go watch something else. Second thing is we believe that racism and sexism has absolutely no place at any D&D table. Having said that, we curse like fucking sailors. So if you don't fucking like profanity, don't watch this fucking stream. Bottom line. All right. So, guys, in any order you wish, give us your name and then your character's name and then what your character looks like. Again, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to give me a, soliloquy. Just, whoever wants to go first.
I'm Theoden, the dwarven cleric. Short and stout. Ugly as a motherfucker. Warts on the nose. Gross on the eyelids, the whole shebang.
What's your name, Theoden, in real life? In real life, what's your name?
Matt.
Yeah, he's Matt. He's playing Theoden. Who's next?
My name's Jacob, and I play Pia, the Tiefling Warlock.
Oh, you got the video.
I do. And that's me. And you're going to see, I'm going to blow up everybody in our crew today. Especially our next person to introduce you.
I am Baka, the gnome rogue. Yeah, I'm very short, the shortest of the group, and I have a mohawk. It's white, and yeah, I like to steal shit. Of course, this is my miniature, and my companion here, who's trying to eat my dice, Bandit. That's appropriate name. And yeah, he's 16 and he's still a pain in the ass. And my real life name is Matt as well, but you can call me Saps.
Saps.
I am Brendan, playing Sirach, the half-elf ranger, who, after falling in battle once, made a deal with a pit fiend and has come back to life with warlock powers.
Yeah.
Yes, there he is.
And he is he's about 6 feet, silver hair, armor clad in green, wearing a brown cloak, and his skin has an eerie paleness to it now.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so that is our crew. Again, welcome to the first episode of the Natural Ones D&D show. We'll kick it off like this. It's been 3 months, so have patience with us. I want the group to imagine that you are on the road and that you're at a twilight campsite, and you're currently traveling, the four of you, with a gentleman, a very young dwarf named Harry Harrington III, who's taking care of the horses, tying them up to a tree. Harry is a amateur novelist. He's traveling with the group. He practically begged the group, please let me come with you so that I could chronicle your tales and become a best-selling author. He has blonde hair. He's a dwarf, but he's extremely thin. He has no beard, which is bizarre for him, for any dwarf for that matter. And he's got literally holsters like a Batman utility belt, and inside his Batman utility belt are basically books and quills and pens where he, keeps track of everything. He comes after taking care of the horses and sits down with the four of you while you guys are making dinner, and he has this uncomfortable look on his face as he's flipping through his pages, and he basically goes, guys, Well, never mind. I'm just go back and take care of the horses. Forget I said anything. It's not important at all to me.
Harry.
What?
What's going on?
Leave the man alone.
Well, I don't like to do this because I'm not finished with the story, but I was thinking that maybe I could read a little bit of it to you, and you guys could give me a little bit of feedback about how the story's going so far. I don't know if that's.
I'm all ears.
Oh, all right. Well, only if everyone else agrees. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable.
I
Proceed.
don't like it. I'm gonna steal it and throw it in the fire.
Oh, okay. Would you like to make a roll? I guess you'd have to make in order to take his book and throw it into the campfire. You'd have to obviously make a sleight of hand check first. So.
It's only if I don't like the story, so I better have a
Well,
good
you
part.
like the story, so we'll go through the story first, and then you'll decide. Just for the audience, in case you're not aware, we're using the honor system with the dice, but in the event that it's a player versus player decision, we have an app, which is a group shared app. I have a feeling that we're going to have to use it for literally the first roll of the night. So, anyway. So the interesting thing is that while the group has gotten used to the nervous, anxiety-ridden tone of voice that Harry usually carries with him. But the funny thing is that once he starts talking, once he starts reading from his work, he almost becomes like another person. Apparently, when he's reading his work, he feels super confident in himself. So he goes, "This is the group that will one day save the world, but I'm getting ahead of myself. It was the spring of the year 257 since the defeat of the Ancient One. 2 years ago, there was a war, a revolution against the Arlic Empire. A massive battle was fought in the east, hundreds of miles away from their home. King Arlic was overthrown by the combined might of 4 factions, led by the charismatic leader of the Lord's Alliance, the mighty female orc named Barda. It is believed that Barda and King Arlic killed one another on the battlefield. The Empire lost, the 4 factions splintered apart without a clear leader among them, and now every faction was squabbling over full control of the realm. A 5th faction, called the Zentarum, support the return of the monarchy and the rise of Prince Ryan, Arlic's son, to become the new king. They began their story in the town of Flitwick, which was controlled by the Harpers, a rich merchant family from the east, led by Priscilla Harper and her 2 older brothers, Mario and Luigi. Priscilla also revealed a family curse, and you have sworn to keep that secret a secret. A few miles outside Flitwick was a small tower owned by a blue dragonborn wizard named Parthenax. He was a friend of the group, but he struggled with some sort of mental illness and asked them to investigate 6 dwarven rune caves spread out throughout the realm. Parthenax believes that there is an item in one of the 6 caves that could possibly ward off his dementia. Then they visited a nearby city to the south called Frinpool, controlled by the Order of the Gauntlet, a rival faction, led by the mighty Lord Commander Reinhardt. A Captain Hull gave them an assignment to locate a traitor named Atreyu to discover a jewel-encrusted bowl that opened a dimensional portal into the abyss that could summon powerful demons. They found Atreyu, but he convinced them that he was not the traitor that he seemed to be, and he was even willing to go back to Frinpool to speak out on his own behalf and expose the corruption in the city. Unfortunately, he died before doing so.
How bad, everybody?
Yeah, we know what happened. We'll keep that a secret for now. We're in the editing process. I'm not sure if we're going to put that part in. It depends on, the first few beta reads with the novel. If it, it may make people think that Pia is evil, and we don't want that. So anyway.
Come on, Jacob.
Also, the bowl was missing, believed to be in the hands of a group called the Brood of Katoa, a flock of mysterious warlocks that obviously worship a most evil god. They met a Lieutenant Wyatt in their travels. Blonde hair, human. Lost his wife in battle, actually with the group. He told them that they were wanted to stand trial in Frinpool for the murder of Lord Commander Reinhardt. He says that Gauntlet patrols and the Order of the Gauntlet allies are literally searching for the group to bring them to justice. Also, they also met 2 members of a fledgling faction called the Dawn Guard that admitted that they were traveling east to talk to the Zentarum. Irilith and Reed both seem to be honorable, but their ultimate goal is still unknown. A handsome and brave Harry Harrington III is the chronicler of their story, a very brave in battle and always there to lend a hand when the times are tough. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that part in. I don't know if I've kind of built myself up enough. I might have to actually really, but anyway, we'll talk about that another time. I don't want to really, it's about you guys, not about me.
Yes.
So anyway, their personal missions. Pia was forever trying to please his demon patron Baylor. He says that he's being groomed to become one of Baylor's generals, but his exact plans have not been known yet, or perhaps Pia is keeping it a secret. I have not figured that out yet. But a good mystery deserves a plot twist in the end. He had relations with a woman named Helen, a barmaid from the Laughing Habit in Flitwick. Since then, she's joined the Harper's faction as a soldier. It's obvious that she has strong feelings for the navy blue tiefling, but her current play in this epic story is still unknown. Sirach is plagued by a mysterious exotic dreams about a naked woman with bright red dragon scale skin on half of her body. She had long dark hair and ghostly white tips and his extremely beautiful bright purple eyes. If she's more than just a dream, she hasn't revealed her identity yet or her intentions. Also, in those early days, a rock band called Orcish Revenge began terrorizing the countryside, turning people into violent mutant zombies on behalf of the brood of Katoa. The lead singer, Lorenzo, seems to recognize Sirach and even suggested that he had met his deceased parents and knows exactly how they died. But right now, the whereabouts of Orcish Revenge is still a mystery. Theoden also has a friend, a human female named Rexa, who comes and goes in the night wanting to steal loud and obnoxious sexual favors from him. She seems to be working for the Dawn Guard, but then she was working for Priscilla Harper, who was sent to spy on the Emerald Enclave. We don't really know what's going on with her yet. She's very confused.
It doesn't matter to Theoden anyway.
It doesn't seem to matter to him, no. However, it is pretty obvious that to this humble narrator that her allegiances may lie elsewhere. Finally, Baka, the white-haired gnomish rogue, was being hunted by the Red Hand, a criminal organization whose leader is Desdemona, an adorable but very annoying purple-skinned tiefling midget person. Fulfill your obligations, he said. Marry me, she said. Put a baby in my belly or forever suffer the consequences. It was known by the party that the hidden lair of the Red Hand is somewhere inside Kirillith, an elven city in the north, but that's all they really know at this point. Anyway, guys, that's sort of all I've got up to this point, so I really don't know. What do you think? Is it going well? I mean, maybe I should just throw it away. Baka, do you want to throw this in the fire? I don't think it's any good. I don't know.
I think you need to build up my part a little more, but it's okay.
Oh, well, thank you. That's really nice of you. What about you, Thayer?
I like the part about me.
Well, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's good.
Yeah, I like the history that you put for Pia. Will you really
reminded me of my dreams.
I don't know.
All right. Well. In any event, that night is uneventful and peaceful, uninterrupted. You get your rest, and you wake up the following day with 100% of your health and all of your spell slots. So if you have your sheet in front of you, get all your spell slots back, get all of your health back. Everybody is at full strength after a uneventful, peaceful night of rest. You were on your way to search for the second of the 6 dwarven rune caves. And according to the map that you have in your possession, you are in the general area of the second dwarven rune cave. What would you like to do?
Gentlemen,
You're the dwarf.
I say we, can I scan scan the walls, see if there's like any openings?
Well, right now you're on a flat plane. There's really no wall or mountain in front of you. It's basically an unkept glassy plain. You do see mountains in the distance, but it's in the far distance.
Where exactly are we?
You're kind of like on an open plain. I would say that you are south. You're probably southeast of Hornshire.
Brennan, you got that picture, right?
Yeah. Do you have your own individual maps?
Southeast. Okay.
Yeah. So you see Hornshire on the map in the south, and you see where it says the south.
Yeah.
You're somewhere in that general area.
All right.
And according to the map where it's marked, I know that your maps might not have that markings, but according to the map the one map that you have in your possession that marks the location, you're in the general area, but you don't see a cave where you're standing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we thought it might be somewhere else. That was a fake cave, I thought.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? North, south?
Oh, east. South and west.
I say we go east.
East, yes.
All right. So what's the plan? You have horses. How far are you going to travel? Are you going to travel full speed, half speed? Are you going to really book it? What would you like to do?
Don't waste some time. Go full speed.
Full speed, baby.
I feel like we haven't moved much in a long time, so we should keep going.
Fire right out of the gates. Just go for it.
I'm ready.
All right. So since you guys decided to basically book it and not take your time and scan the surroundings at the speed that would make the most sense, I want everybody to make a perception check, but at disadvantage.
With the app?
No, you don't have to. I trust you. Just if you come up with, take 2 20s, roll them add your perception modifier, your perception check, and give me the worst roll of the 2 because it's at disadvantage.
I got a nat 20 and a 3.
So whatever your perception plus what?
That would be a 5.
So you have a 5.
Yeah.
What about everybody else? Perception check.
Rock's got a 13.
13.
10.
10.
8.
Okay.
I
Well,
got a 19 and a 3.
well, the 5 and the 8 is not enough, but what you needed was a 10 or more. So you see a small hill on the horizon, and I'm assuming that you would go towards the small hill, correct?
I'm going.
So when you get up to you gallop up to the small hill, and you notice that there is a rough dirt path around the side. As you ride around the side, on the reverse side of that hill is a flat stone wall about 10 feet high, 10 feet wide, with 3 large circles or rings engraved in the flat wall. It looks like a sculpture. And ironically, while the audience is whoever decides to watch this, thank you so much for watching, whoever the hell you are. You've seen this before. You've seen this was the site of the first dwarven rune cave. Was very similar to this. In the center of the 3 rings, on the flat wall, are 3 tiny holes about the size of your fingers, almost like where you put your fingers in for like a bowling ball to turn.
Right.
On the 3 rings, every 6 inches or so, there's like 1 ring inside, circled inside. Every 6 inches is a different carved symbol on the rings themselves, of various animals and beasts. There's a carving of an arrow on the very top, pointing down towards the circular rings on the flat face of the wall.
Direct middle, top?
Say again?
Directly in the middle, up top?
No, it's directly in the middle, but all the way at the top above the 3 rings.
That's right.
Yeah, and there's a card, and you've seen this before, and there's actually this is something that's new that you don't remember from the first time. A few feet in front of this flat surface, this sculpture in the flat surface, is a thin podium, stone podium about 3 feet high, and there's a hollowed out impression at the top of the surface of the podium in the general shape of the palm of a hand. What would you like to do?
Sirach will put his hand.
Sirach's going first.
Yeah.
Sirach?
And you guys can manipulate the stone sculpture.
So Sirach steps forward to the podium, takes his hand, places it on. You feel static electricity like a blue light emits from the podium, and for a second there, your hair starts to stand up on its end, and then you realize, oh, okay, I feel the energy, but it doesn't feel damaging or destructive. And a matching blue light illuminates the circles on the surface of the wall, and you realize that using magic, it's not actually a sculpture, it's actually some sort of entrance. But nothing moves on the flat surface. Everything lights up with blue energy, but nothing moves while your hand is in the impression.
We need to solve the puzzle first.
What would you guys like to do?
Puzzle.
Yeah, let's look at the puzzle.
Is there anything I can steal around here?
I mean, make an investigation check. Roll a d20, get your investigation modifier.
Goddamn rogues.
7.
7 plus your investigation?
No, it's 7 total.
7 total, okay.
That's what you get.
So the podium is made of stone. It looks really heavy. The wall, you look for like gems or something. They're basically carvings. There's nothing that you could steal. You know.
What a shame.
Sorry about that, Paco.
While they try to figure out the puzzle, can I investigate the surrounding area for maybe clues on how to solve the puzzle?
Absolutely. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Roll the
14.
14. You find about 25 feet behind you, facing the flat surface that's glowing blue at the moment. Underneath an overgrowth of plant life are 3 similar podiums, 3 feet high, side by side. On the surface of these podiums, there are symbols that match the symbols on the circles. The left podium, there's a symbol of a dragon. The middle podium has a symbol of a butterfly, and the right podium was struck by a falling tree and destroyed. And the surface of that podium has been shattered into 1,000 pieces that rest and lie at the base of that tree.
Oh, good. Okay.
Just our luck, right?
Yeah. Are there handprints on those podiums?
You don't see handprints on any of the 3 well, actually, let's face it, you got 2 podiums and one that's like a mess.
Yeah.
But the 2 that are still standing, there's no handprint. It's just symbols on the surface.
The symbol's a dragon and what else?
Dragon and a butterfly.
Butterfly.
A butterfly.
At one point, there were 4 podiums, including the one that Sirach's in front of.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We got to figure out what the podium is destroyed, what symbol that is.
Can I look around, see if I notice anything maybe popped off? Maybe the symbol popped off on the tree here?
Make an investigation check. 5. Honestly, you don't see any, symbols or carvings. You just see a big mess of rocks where the tree fell.
Fantastic. That's what I figured.
Too busy looking at the rock. Typical dwarf.
Is there a symbol on my podium?
No, there is not.
No. Hmm. Mine's the last one we touch.
Can I take a look at the wall with the destroyed podium?
The wall near the destroyed podium. Actually, think of it like this: you've got the flat wall with the glowing symbols on the 3 rings. You've got 3 feet from that, you've got a 3-foot-high podium with Sirach with his hand in it, and because his hand is in it, his hand is glowing and the wall is glowing. And then 25 feet behind you, you've got Theoden and Pia with 3 other podiums. Two of them are standing, one is smashed. That's 25 feet back. So where did you want to stand, Baka?
Where the destroyed podium is. I want to take a look around there.
Okay, no problem. So where the destroyed 3rd podium, make a investigation check.
I'm going to give you guidance.
How exactly are you going to guide him? Describe it. Well, let's hear it.
I'm going to give him a jolt of magical energy to enhance his investigation skills.
Booyah! Go for it.
Yeah.
You now, since it is a cantrip, you get an extra D4 added to your 20 investigation roll, Baka.
22.
22. It was a difficult
Thank you,
class.
Pia.
It was a difficulty class of a 20 plus in order for you to slowly but carefully assemble the symbol of a unicorn. So the one on the left is a dragon, the one on the middle is a butterfly, and the broken one on the right, you figure out, is a unicorn. What would you guys like to do?
You should head back to the wall and
Back to the wall.
turn the shit.
Who's turning the shit?
Someone expendable.
Sirach, you should probably do it. You already got your hand on there.
Sirach with his hand in the impression can't reach the wall.
Ah. All right.
Somebody else has to do
I
it.
said I would be there, and you guys can go touch the
All right,
wall.
I'll do it.
I'm too short to turn them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, you know,
How about I pick you up and sit you on my shoulder and you do it?
you could do that.
I'm going to do that. I'm gonna pick-
Alright, let's do it.
All right. So he's
All right,
sitting
so-
here.
So with the gnome Baka on the shoulders of the navy blue tiefling warlock Pia, they're both standing there. And what exactly are you doing, Baka?
I want to start. I'm gonna start turning the outside circle
Okay,
to the symbol at the top. Try to see if there's a dragon on there.
and there is.
I'm gonna try to bring that one to the top.
Okay, so right now your hand is on it. You slide it into place. The dragon is where the arrow pointing down is. Are you gonna let go?
Yeah.
You let go and nothing happens. So right now the dragon symbol is at the top. What else? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go with the unicorn next.
Okay.
See if there's a unicorn in the second circle
There is.
and bring it up to the top, right below the dragon.
You do, and you right below the dragon, and you let go.
Yeah.
Okay, you let go. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Gonna put the butterfly.
I'm going to drop it.
Yeah. I got an
Butterflies can't
18.
hurt you.
What did you get?
18.
18. Good. You only take half damage from the electrical jolt that courses through your body. Actually, Pia,
Yeah.
do me a favor. Make a Constitution saving throw as well. 6, 7, 8.
Chris, does evasion apply to this?
No, because it's a Constitution save, not a Dexterity save.
I rolled a 12.
12, you did not save, so you get the full damage. Pia, you get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 points of shocking energy damage. As literally they're knocked off of their feet. Paka goes tumbling back, actually does like kind of like a superhero landing, that 3-point landing, and rights himself. Pia is on his fucking ass, hits the ground fucking like a. So 14 points of damage for Pia, 7 points of damage for Baka.
I'm ready.
What would you like to do?
I'm going in for the butterfly.
Change that to we should change that because that doesn't, we got shocked. Maybe change that to
The butterfly.
unicorn to a butterfly instead, and then
Okay, so the brave Theoden slides forward and switches the unicorn to the butterfly, releases his
Give me that.
and nothing happens.
Well,
Right now you have lined up with the arrow pointing down. The top one is the dragon. The middle one is the butterfly. I'm assuming you're going to go for the inside circle and do that one next. Yes. What are you going to put that one on?
say that too, buddy.
let me try the unicorn again.
Okay, you slide that one into place. Put on the unicorn. Your hand is on it. You're about to take your hand off. Do you take your hand off?
I take it off.
You take it off and nothing happens.
Oh, yes!
For just a fraction of a second, nothing happens. And there's this awkward moment of like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, you feel a rumbling and a shaking in the earth, and the wall begins to part in the center and move. So,
All right.
Oh, leave it up to the dwarf.
Holds you to do it.
Taking all the credit.
The stone wall opens wide, sliding apart from a seam down the center, magically revealing a dark passage. I need a marching order. You can go in 2 wide or single file.
Want me to go first?
I'm not going first again.
I mean, I'll go first, but unless Baka wants to stealth.
No, let me go first because I don't want to get stuck behind you.
All right.
So single file or 2 across?
I think 2 across, you stealth.
I'll go ahead and stealth in, and then these guys can come in however order they want.
Baka, how far ahead of the party are you going to enter? How many feet?
20, 25 feet.
25 feet, okay, fine. So then what you'll do is because you're 25 feet ahead of them, you'll roll a separate stealth roll than they will. Now, before you roll it, we have Theoden after 20 feet after Baka. Are you guys going 2 across at that point or single file?
I'll go next to Theoden, and then we can keep Pia and
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'll hang out with Harry.
So Theoden.
Oh yeah, Harry. I forgot about Harry.
He exists?
Would it be okay if all right, I'll go in with you. All right.
Coming.
Come on, Harry.
coming,
You gotta
Harry,
get
you're
up close
coming.
and personal to write about it.
It's dark in there. I can't sit. All right, fine, I'll go.
Dwarves have...
What do you want me to do with the horses?
Oh shit.
I'm up.
I am up.
Somebody make an investigation check for a tree that's nearby.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Hmm.
30-20.
30-20, you find a tree easily. You tie up the horses, not a problem. Question is whether or not someone is going to stumble by while you're inside and just decide to steal them. Hopefully, they're still there when you come back. So I got.
I'll booby trap him.
I got Theoden. Oh, listen, that's not a bad idea. If you want to come up with some kind of rigging or booby trap, by all means, got to get creative though. Let me know what you want to do. But before you decide that, front row is Theoden and Sirach side by side. Who's in the next row?
Yeah.
That'd be Harry and Pia then, right?
Harry and Pia. Got it. And then 20 feet ahead is Baka. Okay, cool. So I need everyone to make. Here's what I need. Who's got metal armor on?
Theoden.
Okay, so there's gonna be 1 roll for the group of 4 at disadvantage. Whoever wants to make that roll can make that roll at disadvantage.
I'll make it.
Okay, you got to make a d20 roll at disadvantage and add your stealth.
For stealth, I should probably roll. I have a better stealth stat.
I mean,
I have no objection.
yeah, you do it then.
Okay.
Okay, you make that roll, add d20, but it's got to be the disadvantage, lower roll.
15.
15, not bad. Baka, could you do your own stealth check roll, but not a disadvantage, a straight roll?
37.
I'm using different dice. Fuck this one.
16 plus 12, 28.
Okay. You are invisible like the wind, Baka. If there was anyone in there, you could literally be sitting on their face and they would not notice. Okay, so, but a 15, even though you've got people with metal armor in the larger group, you guys are doing a good job stealthing. So, you go straight to 100 feet. Who has, does everyone have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. So, you
I have
see,
devil sight.
you see shades. Well, you see everything crystal clear, Sirach. But everyone else sees kind of like shades of gray and black. You go straight 100 feet until you get to a pair of stairs leading down into darkness.
Okay. I want to continue.
Okay, what would you like to do? Would you like to continue down the stairs?
Do I see anything right there?
How far does your vision go? 60?
It's 60 feet.
You don't see to the bottom of the stairs. The stairs are obviously more than 60 feet down.
I want to continue, but go slowly.
Okay, you're going.
Just in case if there's traps.
Gotcha. All right, well, you know what? Make an investigation check to see if you can find traps on the steps.
4.
4. You think the steps are trapless? You think that there's no way they could have traps on these steps?
No way.
All right, so he starts walking down the stairs. The group begins to get to the edge of the stairs. He's 20 feet ahead of you. And luckily, there are no traps on the steps. You get to the bottom. It's about 100 steps down. At the base of the steps, it continues straight also. So does the entire group want to follow him since there's no traps?
Yeah.
Okay. So the group of 4 follows Baka at 25 feet behind, down the dark, musty corridor. After another 100 feet, there's a T intersection that goes left and right. Which way would you like to go?
Left.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it.
I'm gonna go right. They can go left.
All right. Fine. Fuck you.
Well, now hold on a second. I need everyone in the group of 4. Actually, not the group of 4. You know what? I'll make a roll for Harry. Hold on. Okay, Harry is blind. All right, forget about Harry. So
Harry never rolls well.
I need a perception check for Theoden, Sirach, and Pia. Perception check.
It's a good thing I switched dice.
8.
21.
All right, the 8 doesn't notice anything. The 21 notices that Baka turns right in front of you into the darkness. So even though you don't want to go left, you know you saw Baka go right. Right now, Baka is 25 feet in the direction of the right. The rest of you are at that T intersection. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna look back at PR, and then I'm
still going
gonna
left.
look to the side at Sirach, and then just leave it up to them.
I'm going to the left.
All right, left.
Yeah,
Okay.
go left. I mean,
All right.
Bye.
So then
let
what
the
we'll
gnome do what he does.
Here's what we'll do. What we'll do is we'll do them one at a time. We'll go Baka first. Okay. Baka, make another perception check. And you went left, correct?
I went right.
He went right. We went left.
Go for it. Perception check.
17.
17. With the 17, the only thing that you notice about this corridor is that you tend to be walking through puddles that are basically maybe like an inch of dark, dank water, about maybe up to, not covering your feet completely, but just kind of like these light puddles that you would after a rainstorm. And it smells like feces, like shit.
As you treasure.
Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
So you continue for another, let's see, another 45 feet, and then there is a turn to the right. No, I'm sorry, turn to the left. My fault. Turn to the left. What would you like to do?
I'll turn left.
So you turn left. You hear a click. What do you do?
Jump forward really fast.
Okay.